What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today, my friends. So, guys, today we're going to talk about the outside bar swing strategy. This is one of the swings we posted in the Discord and also on the Twitter, as well as the YouTube. So, I'm going to talk to you about the basics of that. We're going to look at the 618 intraday setup. I'm going to give you some updates on the Dragons, and Apple is a big play for us to watch tomorrow. All right, guys? So, if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. All right. Hit me with a 1 if you can hear me loud and clear, and let's get into this. So I'm here on the SPY, guys. Let's go over to the SPX, which is pretty much the same thing as SPY. Doesn't have my markup so that I can walk you through this in detail. So there is this particular pattern, guys, which is there's two of them basically that are my go-to candlesticks. One is an inside bar and one is an outside bar. Okay. So the inside bar for me is highlighted in yellow and the outside bar is highlighted in white. And those are a part of my free indicators. You can add them on the website, tradingwars.com/resources. Okay. So now what I really want to talk to you guys about is my journey with the outside bars and how I've really grown accustomed to liking them. So it takes me all the way back to the weekly chart. So this was the high of 2022. And when this came in here, this candlestick, at the high of 2022, we could see, guys, this was an outside bar. So the week before, we had made a high at 48.088, and then the week after 48.18. And from this point, we sold off drastically. So I really started to dig deep into the outside bars once I saw that, because I started to ask myself, if an outside bar has the power to be the high of the stock market, how will it work on other time frames? How will it work if I want to trade it? How will it work if I want to swing trade it? Okay. Those are the questions I started to ask myself because I was so mesmerized at how the absolute high of the stock market was an outside bar. And that's something that I actually been showing you guys. We followed this high together. And then I also went to the monthly chart and I noticed the same thing, right? So the high of the stock market was actually this double outside bar pattern. You could see right around the highs of the stock market in 22, we had this double outside bar pattern, which eventually led to the sell-off. Okay. So that's when I start to say, okay, you know what? These outside bars probably mean something, right? And what I like to do now with these outside bars is I like to swing trade them. Okay. Hit me with a 4 if you're following me so far. And the most important thing for the outside bar for me, guys, is understanding where the trap is. So I'm going to show you an example of that right now. Okay. So let's switch over to SPY so we can look at this one together. And I'll draw it up for you guys here. All right. So here's our outside bar on SPY. So let's just go ahead and move these over. And what you'll notice is this outside bar, I'm going to hit the replay. This was the close yesterday. So let's go ahead here and let's look to the left. You can see the previous high was 437.14. 436.45, 437.34, 437.22. All right. So what we'll do here is we'll take a rectangle box and we're going to put it in these previous highs right here. Okay. And let's move this across. So this area here was the previous highs. Okay. So far, so good, right? Now let's look at Tuesday. Well, the high was 43.814. But as soon as we made that new high, we started to pull back. We started to sell off. Not only that, but we actually opened below the previous day's low, and this creates the outside bar. But what's more important to me with the outside bar, guys, is who got trapped. Okay. So if I look at this outside bar and I look to the left, I could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential breakout buyers. Okay. So here's the previous flat top or the resistance that breaks through. And then all of these are breakout buyers now trapped. Hit me with the 10 if that makes sense. So how do we actually execute that? All right. So I'm going to show you guys how I execute that. So I'm going to hop in to the Discord here and we're going to go to our swing 1 trade a week. And from here, let me know if the audio is good as well, guys. Hit me with a 1. So this is what I posted yesterday. And our short level that we're looking for is 433.02. All right, so let's go ahead now and let's draw that up. Okay, so here we go. We're on the 5-minute chart, and I still have, let me try to get that table. I lost my table, guys. Oh, there it is. I want to show you this table at the end. Anyways, okay. So here was the previous resistance areas, and here was the breakout buyers. Okay, so we could see once we penetrated and broke through, we start to sell off, right? And here is the low of the outside bar, and now here is my short trigger. Okay, so like I said, posted in the Discord 43302. And I'm looking to go long 437.57. So the main thing with the outside bar is you can play it both ways if you want. And you can do that through triggers. Basically, you have a long level and a short level. So this would be the long level right here. And then you play the price action the next day. So here's the next price action, bang. Okay, so here we go. So we're opening on the lower end here, guys. And then finally, later in the day, you can see, boom, we break the short level, okay? And then I'm just going to remove this, and let me just fast forward. Bang. All right. So that's how I like to do the outside bars. It's understanding, first of all, who is trapped in this bar. And then I use the triggers to get me involved in the trade. So right now, you could see this short trigger that we use, 43307. 43302. This was a great trigger because we broke through, we rejected it many times, and we sold off to the end of the day. And now this setup, this trade can be used as a swing trade for multiple days to come. Or if you were a scalper, you could just scalp the profits today and walk away. Okay, hit me with a 6 if that all makes sense, my friends. All right. So the fascination with the outside bars really started for me when I noticed that it's just a powerful bar on the higher time frames, and then trying to apply it to the lower time frames and get something reliable. So one thing that I do in the Discord is whenever I get those really good outside bars or inside bar setups, and as well on the Twitter and the YouTube, I post them because I really do feel like they have a strong edge. And the good thing is you're only risking one bar, right? So you're risking one bar at a time. And if you're wrong with that one bar, then you just take a stop loss and you move on. All right, so there we go, guys. Okay, so I also wanted to talk about the price action today. So today, guys, in the morning, we were battling with a lot of chop. You could see all of this chop back and forth for the first hour. And then finally, later in the day, guys, we had this beautiful 618. Unfortunately for me, I did not take this one, but this was just so picture perfect, guys. Look at this 618 right here, guys, around 115, taking us into the close. So I know a lot of people got that. I just want to say congrats. Hit me with a 4 if any of you guys played this 618 short, but that was the play. That was the play of the day right there, guys. So unfortunately, I missed this one a little bit past my cutoff, and I was starting to get a little bit worried about over trading with earnings and everything on the table. But sometimes you just got to be patient and wait for that clear picture. So here was that beautiful 618 after that major move down that happened in the morning. All right. So I see a lot of you guys got that in the chat. So that's awesome. Okay. So that's that. All right. Let's talk about the Dragons. Let's see what's going on. So the only trade that I've had this so far this week with the Dragons is I closed this trade for $1,520.60 in profit. This was the trade that I had. I took on Friday with you guys. I don't know if you watched the live stream, but I called this one out and I also posted in the Discord. So on Friday, I went long right here, guys, into the close, into the week. And unfortunately on this play, so what I did is I moved my stop loss. I guess it's actually fortunately, I moved my stop loss and I got trailed out right around here. I was going for a big home run play. I was hoping that we were going to squeeze the roof in this earlier in this week, but you could see, guys, we just went sideways and we pushed back down. So I'm thankful that I still was able to lock down $1,520 in profits. And that was the only Dragon trade for me this week. So there were a few other opportunities. Let's talk about them. So the first one, if we look at this, guys, this is the Friday low. So I'll go low to high right here. So this was the first pullback Monday at 4 a.m. And then from here, if I take the full range right here, guys, this was actually a really beautiful 618 play Tuesday at 10. So I could go bang, 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 bang. But I was already, I had just taken my profits on this trade, and I wasn't really ready to just take another one. That was pretty much where I just got out. So I didn't take this 618, but this was a really, really nice one, guys. I have to say that was really, really beautiful. But I did not play that one. So there was that one. And then there was another one. I'll show you guys right here, high to low. Pull back there. Sorry, it's the bigger picture. This one right up here. So this was the Thursday high. Okay, now watch this here, guys. So we had the first pullback here to the 618, and then that traded to a new low. So go boom, boom, boom. And then here, and then the last completion was right around there. Let me move that down. Boom. So actually right here. Okay. So that trade did not get stopped out. That one is still working well. You can see that it's flushing over. And then the last one today, I did not get filled on the trade, and I'm happy that I didn't, because that one would have been a loser. So here was the one from today. Boom. Let me go ahead and draw the dragon. Bang, 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 completion right there. Okay. And so what's crazy about this is while this candle was forming, you have to see it in real time. Let's see if we can see it in a 5-minute chart. Okay, so here you go, guys. So this candle right here missed my entry by 1 tick. All right. Hit me with a 5 if that makes sense. This one missed it by 1 tick. It got filled and it popped right up. So a lot of people ask me, Rich, what do you do in that situation if you miss your fill? Like 1 tick, guys. At the time, I was really pissed because I thought that I was going to miss the huge move. So what I did was, instead of waiting for it to come back, I just canceled the order, because if it rips like this, then it shouldn't come back down. Okay. If it went sideways and consolidated for a bit, I wouldn't mind getting filled. But right here, you could see this algo was greedy, and it didn't even want to get filled on the 618. It took a front run by an extra tick, then it ripped it. And then I said, hey, you know what? I'm just going to cancel. So the dragon, there's no percentage or nothing like that. The dragon is from my own trading. It's just multiple legs and fibs. I don't stick by any percentages or anything like that, because I think that's all fluff, in my opinion, because you can't, trading is not about being exact. Trading is not about being, well, this percentage, like it has to be 20% plus 30% plus 40%. If that was the case, guys, then trading would be that easy. It would be so easy, right? You got to really adapt to the price action when you're trading in order to succeed. So that's why I always just try to look at the price action and understand who's trapped when I'm drawing up the setups. Don't get too caught up in exact percentages. The only exact number that means something to me is 61.8. Everything else for me can be changed based on the game plan. All right, hit me with the 20 if that all makes sense. So now for the rest of this week here, one thing that we have to watch out for, guys, is this was the gap down on Sunday from the headlines that we had. If we take the Fibonacci from the low to the high, we tagged the 618 and we're trying to consolidate around it. And if we go back even further, we could see we have a lot more room for 618s. So I would not be surprised if we gravitate towards these 618s. One thing that's pretty crazy that I want to show you guys here, this is a little bit advanced, but let's go ahead and draw it. So we have this high to low right here. So let's just bring this down a little bit here. And let's bring this one down a little bit. So we have this high to low. Let's put on the full, and let's look if we can find some synergy here. So check this out here, guys. All right. So this is kind of crazy right here. Okay. So here's the long. So the long. Okay. So from here, let's go ahead and let's put on the exact levels together. So this low, so let's go to the 4-hour chart so it'll be a little bit cleaner so we can see it. There you go. All right, so this is nicer. Okay, so the low, 4,242.25. Okay, the high, 4,430.50. Let me know what you guys think about the setup, because I might just put the order in right now. And then this one should be 30.50. Right, this one should be 30.50. Okay, and then this low is 4,340.75. All right, so let's look at this right now, guys. Okay, this is pretty crazy right here. Let's look at this right now. So what we have going on here is we have the Fibonacci extension of the short. So here's our short, push down, pull back up, and now it's going, it already made the new low, but it's going to want to gravitate to the 272 extension. Okay. That's where a lot of these completion of Fibonacci like to gravitate to, the 272. Okay. You could use this one or this one. The reason I'm using this one, because this low here was off of news. It was off of, I think it was the labor reports. And a lot of time those reports have some type of hidden hand or hidden algorithm inside. But what I'm seeing here is the completion of this short is lining up with the 618 from that Labor Day report, which is right around 43.14.25, 43.16.25. So what do you guys think? You guys think this is a high probable area to go long? Let's see. What do you guys think? Hit me with the 1 if you think yes. Hit me with the 2 if you think no. Okay. So I really like this here because we have some synergy. We have the long and the bear lining up. So maybe we should take this one together. So let's go ahead here. Let's put this on. So I'm 43.14.25 and the stop loss 42.61. All right. So let's see what size we need here. So let's try $2,000. That's going to be 0.75. So this is a pretty big setup here, my friends. This is going to be a monster range here. So how many points is this? So it's right around 50 points. And let's go to the weekly here. So this is basically essentially the range of the last 2 weeks. Let's go to a monthly. What do you guys think? You think it's a good setup? It's looking pretty good to me. So what gives me a little bit more confidence in this setup is the fact that the bear is set to complete right where the bull is looking for the 618, which is pretty crazy. So if we drop all the patterns, this is what we have. Okay. So we have low, high, pullback, extension, 618. Okay. And then we also have this one here. Okay. High, low, pullback, boom, here. Okay. So let's draw these together. So this one was in play here. This one's in play here. And then we have this bad boy. Boom, boom, boom. Trying to complete down there. Oh, this one is just arrows actually. So this one will be like this, and then like this. Wow. So that's crazy. That's crazy right there, guys. I mean, there's a lot. Let's just go ahead and take it. So I'm going to buy one contract on this level. So I'm going to try to walk you through how to do this. Hit me with a 7 if you guys use Interactive Brokers. So so I actually had a seminar with Interactive Brokers this morning talking more about options, but it seems like you can actually share. This is futures. I think you can actually share the mobile app on your phone. Like you can share the screen from your phone, because I want to show you guys how to input the orders from your phone. Because when I was working full-time back in the day, guys, before I was successful with the trading, I used to basically trade in the staircase or trade in the washroom because I needed to get away from the office. I don't know if you guys have ever been through that. Hit me with a 5, but I'm really good. I'm really fast with the phone. I think I'm personally faster trading on my phone than I am through workstation. And some of you might feel the same way. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to take this play right here. So I'm going to buy. Actually, do you guys want to look at NQ first? Hit me with the 10 if you want to look at NQ. Let's just check NQ. Might as well, right? Because maybe NQ has a different story. So let's look at NQ futures right here. Okay, so let's go back to the 4-hour. Okay. So here is the high to low. Okay, 272 completing right around here. And then we go low to high. So pretty much the same thing, guys. So we have that kill zone right here on the 618, that kill zone right there. So pretty much the same thing. I'm not seeing anything too different. What I will say, the difference between NQ and ES is NQ has been a little bit more bearish. Hit me with a 10 if you guys agree. Has NQ been a little bit more bearish? Because what I'm seeing with NQ is it's not even getting to deeper retracements. Look at this one, guys. This one. So a lot of people been asking me about trading NQ with the dragons. Look at this, guys. It doesn't get better than this. So this right here, this is Thursday's high. Here's the Sunday open. Okay. So what you'll notice on Friday, so if we come from high to low like this was the first pullback into a new low. And then you just pull the anchor down, and that's your 618 right there, guys. That's a beautiful one. And even look at this. Even if you miss this 618, this is scary. This pun is extremely scary. I don't know if this is right. This can't. Let me go ahead. Let's draw this up right now. Let me put the exact levels. 15, 4, 6, 8, 7, 5. Okay. Because if that's right, that's going to scare me. 6, 8, 7, 5. All right. And then let's put the low right here. So this low is 15, 0, 50, 25. Okay. 0, 50, 25. Hold on a second here. Okay. Now, watch this. The 618 is 15,309. Look at this, guys. The 618 on this high. So this is Tuesday's high. Look at this, guys. The high is 15,309 and a quarter. The algorithm short was just waiting there. As soon as it touched it, it just ripped it down, guys. Do you guys see that? Hit me with a 10. And that's the dragon right here. Okay, so here's the push down, the pullback, the extension right here, and then the pullback there. That's the 618 dragon. Holy moly, guys. Look at that. Woo. That's crazy. Wow. So if I want to play for the long side here, I'm most likely going to want to go for ES. So I'm going to put this order in right now. It's wild, though. I mean, I really should be trading both NQ and ES. But I always find that NQ is a little bit more volatile. But what I can do, hit me with a 10 if you agree, is look to short NQ more. And then on my long side, look to buy ES. What do you guys think? I think that's might be the play right there, guys. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a good to cancel order, buy ES 43.14.25. I'm going to do market if touch. I'm going to add a stop loss, and I'm going to put it at 42.61. Okay. And I'm just going to make sure it can trigger outside regular trading hours. All right. My order is in, my friends. Okay. That's wild. Okay. So the last thing that I wanted to show you guys is this before we wrap it up. Hey, first, I just want to say something real quick. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. I've been a little bit under the weather the last 2 days, so I haven't been able to stream. I'm just getting back to my routine right now. But the first thing that I thought about is streaming, because I really look forward to it. The dragons, since I've started these patterns, I'm up about $5,000. I've made some mistakes. I could probably be up about $8,000 or $9,000. It's been about a month and a half of trading these patterns. I could have been up more for sure. But I'm learning how to trade these patterns because these are advanced Fibonacci. But I'm going to continue to show everything new. So thank you so much for being here. But let's do this. So I had an idea, okay, and I really want to talk to you guys about this. I'm probably going to have to make a separate video on this, okay? So risk to reward is trading, right? So with a 2-to-1 risk to reward, what percentage win rate out of 100 do we need to actually make a profit with a 2-to-1? So let's think about that with a 2-to-1 risk reward. So let's just keep this simple. So when you're trading, if you win, you win $200. If you lose $100. Okay. So with a 2-to-1 risk to reward, you only need a 34% win rate to make a profit. But what about a 3-to-1 risk to reward? Does anybody know the answer? So thank you, Spy007. Thank you for that. With a 3-to-1 risk to reward, we only need to win 26% of the times. All right. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Fetty. Thank you. So 26% is 26 out of 100 trades. Okay. How many of you can win 26 out of 100 trades? Hit me with a 5. You feel like you can do that? So I took another approach to this, which I think you guys would enjoy. And I said, well, what about this? Instead of losing $100 every time. So for me, it's more like $2,000 or $3,000, right? But let's just say $100 to keep it simple. Your risk will change as your account changes. So let's look at this here. So let's assume when we win $300 every time. And when we lose 100. So that's going to give us 3-to-1. But what about this? What if we could lose $90? What if we could lose $80? What if we could lose $70? What if we could lose $60? What if we could lose $50? And this is the average, okay? So let's say you lose 50 times in the year. If you can lose instead of 100, what if you lose 90? What if you lose 80? What if you lose 70? What happens? Now watch this. Your risk to reward actually increases because you're losing less, right? You're risking less to make less. You're risking less to make the same, sorry. So you're risking less. And if you can get your risk to an average of 0.5, so the way you could do that is if you have a wide stop loss and you shrinking it over time, like what I'm showing you right here, you can actually have a 6-to-1 risk to reward. Hit me with the 7 if that's awesome. So with the 6-to-1 risk to reward, I think you only need a 15% win rate in order to make a profit. So one of the reasons that I am doing these dragon patterns is because it's on the bigger time frame and I'm able to tighten up my stop loss. Does that make sense? Hit me with the 10 if that makes sense. So for example, let's look at this trade. So this one that I just put out here with you guys. Okay, this trade that I just put out here with you guys. If this gets filled, and at any point I have the ability to tighten up my stop loss. So usually when I get to like 1-to-1 risk to reward, I'll put my stop loss to break even. Or if I see maybe an outside bar, some particular candlestick, if at any point I can tighten up my stop loss, I will. So essentially, guys, this might be the actual real trick of trading. The real trick of trading might not be going for bigger targets, but it might actually be getting smaller losses. Even with the 5, if that makes sense. I've always been looking for the bigger targets, and I always used to leave my stop loss as is. And I think when you're day trading, you might need to do that because on the lower time frames, you can get stopped out easily. But now, guys, when I'm dealing with a 50-point range on the hourly chart, 4-hour chart for futures, I shouldn't lose the full risk. All right. Hit me with a 20 if that makes sense. All right. So that's it, guys. That's the game plan. So that's I'm going to do another video about that concept when I have some more data. I don't like to move my stop loss generally, but when I trade, since I've been trading these bigger time frames, I move my stop loss a lot. And what I've learned is a lot of times, guys, I go to break even on the trade and I get stopped out for break even. But if I had left my original stop loss, it would have actually hit my stop loss and I would have lost. Has that ever happened to you? Hit me with the 1 if that's happened to you. So what I'm learning is the bigger the time frame you are on, it's a little bit more easy to trail your stop loss, and therefore increasing your risk to reward by reducing the size of your lose. That's kind of wild. All right, who wants a giveaway? Hit me with a 5 if you guys want a giveaway right now. Anybody want a giveaway? Hit me with a 5 right now. So I want to thank you guys again for coming out. Follow along this trade with me for the rest of the week and going into next week. Follow along, guys, and let's see where it goes. And let me know in the comment section below if you want me to do a live stream this Friday. Okay. So not now, but when I end the stream, please comment below if you want me to do a live day trading stream on the Friday. Okay. You let me know that. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a giveaway right now. And this is what we're going to do for the giveaway. So I'm going to tell you the instructions in a second, but I'm going to pick somebody from the live chat. Okay. Hit me with the 10 if you guys like that. I'm going to pick somebody from the live chat. And this is what it's going to be. You're going to get lifetime access to the Fibonacci Society and a copy of my new book. Okay. So let me just walk you guys through that. So I created this new book here, guys, The Power of the 618 Fibonacci. This is my greatest book of all time. It details 46 trades, 22 winners, 24 losers, $16,000 in profit. And for each one of these, I have the broker statements as well as video recordings from my screen that I created so you guys can really actually watch how the trade plays out in real time. All right, guys. So you can get that book at tradingwars.com/Fibonacci-society. And it comes with lifetime access to the Fib Society. And in the Fib Society, all we do is focus on dragons. Okay. So we look at the dragons only in the Fibonacci Society. And in my SPY room, we focus only on SPY. Okay. So there is no lifetime access for SPY, but there is for the Fib Society. And you can join the SPY room right here if you guys are interested in trading that live. Okay. So here we go. So I'm going to pick somebody from the chat. And so this is the problem. What you see on your screen, guys, is going to be different than what I see on my screen. So I'm going to pick somebody from the chat. But don't be upset if on your screen you think you said the number first or the word first, okay? Because I'm going to pick what I see on my screen. So it's going to be different, okay? And you got to trust me that I'm being honest, all right? Because every time I do these ones for the live viewers, someone always says, but Rich, on my screen, I was the first person to say, yes, on your screen is going to be different than mine. Okay. Because everyone's YouTube is different in terms of how the comments come through. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. So basically, guys, this is all you have to do. What is my favorite sport? That's it. So the first person that gets my favorite sport will get the book and lifetime access. Here we go. Boom. And if you guys like these giveaways, please, please, please comment, like, subscribe. Okay. I need your help, guys, for the likes. Let's get 50 likes on this video, guys. We can do it. Okay. So let's see here. All right. So this is the first person, guys, on my screen that guessed it. Marcin, basketball. Yes, I'm a big basketball fan. I wanted to be a basketball player when I was growing up, but then I realized that I was too short. So, that didn't work out. But Marcin, you are the winner, my friends. Guys, let's congratulate Marcin. TW Army Spy VIP, you are the winner. Lifetime access to the Fib Society and the Fibonacci book. Marcin, guys, don't worry. You'll always have a chance to win more giveaways. I'm going to be doing another one this Sunday. But I wanted to show some support for you guys coming back and watching this stream today, okay? So don't feel like you're missing out. As long as you stay consistent, watch the videos, you have a really good chance of winning a giveaway, all right? Marcin, you're the winner. Email me now, rich@tradingwars.com. Thank you so much for your time, guys. And let's see how this trade plays out. I'm going to end the stream right here. Please let me know in the comments section if you want me to live stream on Friday and what you want me to trade. And hit the like button on the way out. Thank you, guys. Take care.